Okay, you've made it this far. Welcome to 3.4, page 5. We are to solve the exponential equation algebraically. Round your answer to 3 decimals. Use a graphing calculator to verify your answer. You're welcome to do that. How we would do that is I would probably graph y equals negative 14 plus 3 e to the x minus 11 and see where it hits 0. Perhaps we'll do that on one problem to show you how you can do that, because if you're taking a quiz or test and you have your calculator and you're to show it algebraically, no sense in you don't check your answer. So we'll do that once, but I'm not going to do that on the rest of these. So my biggest troublemaker is this right here. I would like to get e to the x alone. So to get e to the x alone, it was 11 over here. I needed to add 14, and then after I add 14, I need to divide the result by 3. That is 25 on 3. So I've got e to the x equals 25 on 3. And now I've just turned a page 4 into a page, or a page 5 into a page 3 problem. E to the x, how do I get rid of that x? ln both sides. ln, the x comes out in front. ln e is 1. And I just get exact answer, ln 25 on 3. But, as the directions say, we're to round to 3 decimal places. So ln 25 divided by 3, approximately 2.120. Now, I don't care at this point if you don't do this with graphing calculator. You can check your answers because I've got the answer key on the website. However, like I said, if you're taking a test and you have access to calculator, at this point right here wouldn't be a bad idea to go y equals. Let's see. I'm going to graph negative 14 plus 3 e to the x. I'm going to subtract the 11 to this side, giving me 0. And then I'm going to see when this graph hits 0. So we go ahead, zoom 6. I think it should happen at 2.12. Ooh, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Second calc 0. Let's see, I'm at negative 16. I'm climbing up to it. There we go. That's too high. So here, get over it, enter, 2.120. And so there you may check your answers. Okay, now, as ugly as this side is, it's all to the 3t. So it doesn't matter what's behind here. This is a lot like e to the x equals. So I think your calculators could actually let you do log base of this giant mess. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just take ln of both sides. So I get ln big mess equals ln 30. That gives me 3t times ln of the big mess, which I'm just going to call star for right now, equals ln 30. I can pull that 3t out in front, and that gives me, watch this, t equals, it was ln 30. This 3 was attached to t with multiplication. We need to divide 3. This ln of big mess was attached with multiplication. We need to divide it as well. And there we have it. There's our exact answer. So let's go take a look at what that big mess gives us. On second quit clear, I'm going to do this in fraction. Alpha y equals fraction. ln 30 on 3 ln 16 plus 0.878 divided by 26. Double check. ln 30 on 3 ln 16 plus 0.878 divided by 26. 0.409. How many of you are as faithful as I am of checking those when you, especially when you put a lot of things into your calculator. It's kind of heartbreaking when I'm grading and a student's done a whole lot of work and then they have a calculator error at the end. But being able to manage our calculators is a big piece of the puzzle. All right, number 70. Try to keep this one in focus for you the whole time. Now, take a look. The only thing raised to the x is this. This is the base. This is my troublemaker. I want to get a loan. So I want to get 1 plus, in fact, I'm just going to make that 1.01, because 1 plus 0.01 is 1.01 to the x equals, it was 150,000. I'm going to divide away 250, and I'm going to multiply away times 0.01. And you don't have to simplify that side, but I think I'm going to. You could just carry it all forward. Let's see, 150,000 divided by 250 times 0.01, and I get 6. So we've got 1.01 to the x equals 6. You could use ln here. You can use log base 1.01. I'm going to use ln here just because I feel guilty for the people who don't have the log base. But if you have log base, go ahead and just use log base 1.01. So if I take ln of both sides, I get x, property 3, pull it out in front, ln 1.01 equals ln 6, or I get x equals ln 6 on ln 1.01. So ln 6 divided by ln 1.01, and we get approximately 180.070. All right. Now, a little sneaky here. 3 terms with exponents, we need to ask ourselves, when we see 3 terms with exponents, is it quadratic? And this is quadratic on e to the x. Because I've got e to the 1x, e to the 2x, e to the no x's. Therefore, this might factor into e to the x, e to the x. I sure hope so. Factors of -6 that add up to -1. -3, +2. Let's check it. E to the x times e to the x, that's e to the x squared, or e to the 2x, plus 2e to the x, minus 3e to the x, minus one of them, and there's a -6. So either e to the x equals 3, or e to the x equals -2. And we can handle those with ln. ln, this is just x equals ln 3. ln 3, the exponent that turns e into 3. Approximately 1.099. ln, this is x ln e, but ln e is 1, equals ln -2, the exponent that turns ln, or excuse me, just ln -2, and right here is where your calculator should have a little slapping feature that says, why are you bothering to try that? It gives us an error message. Oh, I can't put a negative into ln. In fact, I can't even put a plain old zero into a logarithm. Logarithms are always bigger than 0. Okay, and now 80, we got some algebra here, but we can handle this. Here is my big troublemaker right here. I want to get it alone, and it's in a denominator. So I could cross multiply here. I could flip this side's fraction, flip that side's fraction. I'm going to cross multiply because I think that's what most of you would do, and I get 1,000 times 1 minus 2e to the negative 0.001x equals 50. Now you can distribute that 1,000 through there if you want, but my goal is to get this thing alone. So how about this? 1 minus 2e to the negative 0.001x equals 50 on 1,000. And 50 on 1,000, those reduce by 50. And if you want to be lazy with it, alpha y second quit. Alpha y equals fraction. You want to be lazy with it, shouldn't have to, we ought to know, but that's 1/20th. So this is 1/20th. Let's see. I want to get this alone. So e to the negative 0.001x equals, it was 1 on 20. I have to subtract away this plus 1 out in front of here, minus 1. And then I need to divide away, because this is attached with multiplication, negative 2. So I'm just going to simplify that. You don't have to, because we could go to ln right now and just carry that mess forward, but I'm going to go ahead and let's go alpha y equals, I'm going to use fraction here, alpha y equals, I'm going to use fraction up here, 1 on 20 minus 1, all on negative 2, it's being really lazy, 19/40ths. So now if I take e to the on both sides, I get negative 0.001x. Excuse me, if I take ln on both sides, I get negative 0.001x ln e, which is 1, equals ln 19 on 40. So x equals ln 19 on 40, all of it, not just the number here, all of the ln divided by negative 0.001. That's the exact answer. So let's go, I'm just going to do it this way. ln 19 divided by 40 divided by negative 0.001, and we get approximately 744.440. And here's a 13-minute video. Hopefully that's about the length of time it takes you. You can see the problems line up really well with one another. You're 63 through 79. Each one of those you have a really good example for. But let's make sure you're comfortable. You know, obviously you're going to be looking at mine, doing yours, but let's make certain you're comfortable with it so when you do see it on a quiz or a test, you know what you're doing. So obviously I would expect some questions on this section.